It's possible that I should have looked up where the MSQ starts. I just assumed. I assumed it was going to be there. We're going to do some MSQ today. In search of Azdaja. Bashan has glad tidings to share. Ah, excellent timing, Demajen. Just a moment ago I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial atomos. All is in readiness for our journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the great work. Let us head there at once. Okie dokie then. Speak of Stola at the great work. At some point, I need to actually do a lot of the quests around here. Vashan. No, that's a mini Asian. Our comrades are here, but the Ironworks people have yet to arrive. They will be making a fashionable entrance. To thus create a void scent. Hannish alchemists are as clever as they are bold. Nobody else? No. Stola! Do we have voice acting? So I don't have to? Darn. There you are, Demajen. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labour, the artificial atomos. It's cute! Can we have one as a minion? They'll do one as a minion, surely. Is there already one as a minion? No, I don't think there is. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its ether is practically identical to that of the original. A truly remarkable feat in so short a time. Practically, but not exact. Oh, that texture work I'd forgotten. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Azdaja. I would express my gratitude to Nodana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Atomos to attend to a pressing task, but said she would return ere it was set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Hello, Sigmund. Right on cue. 'Tis good to see you all again. But for the President himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You don't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope? It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. 'Twas my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. Is that his attempt at smiling? As the ones who actually did the actual reinforcing, we'll guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. Enough bragging. Here are the scales. The worst thing is, I know what their voice actors are like, and I cannot remember. With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Midgard's summer came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we can do to help his children. It's true. I wonder if you get that line if you haven't done the Omega stuff. No. Thank you. Nod. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on your latest grand adventure. Wait. Thump, 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 thump. Nidana, is what the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there's something we wish to present to you. Will you please come with me? That is not Nidana's voice. I cannot remember what voice she has. You would not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. Nero's little shrug. And off he goes. I love his consistency. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. That god's forsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get. But you, of all people, ought to know that, eh? Yes. Purple Tolskava. Are they just entertaining? At some point, we'll get to see Sid actually doing some work.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Vritra, I presume.
Ah, a new body.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye.
So we don't have to go around with a small child.
I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
That's a cool model.
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency.
He's a freaking dragon.
We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both.
They managed not to show this in any of the trailers, didn't they?
'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
Sounds about right.
There is naught to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use.
Sweet.
Again, I ask that you watch over Azdaja in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many.
Have they got a different
And
voice
I
actor
fear I
for
will
it
be
then?
unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is
Because they
ever risk that
sound...
Void Scent will find their way into our world.
The pitch is different because he's older. But the actual intonation is very similar.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass.
Well, Estinian is quite good at his job, so...
So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
No, that will confuse me.
Nay, Vashan shall
Good.
suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
Oh.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan. And best of luck.
I love the idea of the Aurora, but I just find they look so plasticky.
I have something for you as well.
It's teeny tiny Atmos.
While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit.
Oh dear lord.
As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Azdaja's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loperids. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own
Oh
treasure
good.
vault.
Of course it has.
As a token of their gratitude, Living Way entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger.
The crystal.
crystal, which showed the way to Meteon.
Nice little
The
rendition of
Loporrits no
answers.
longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the void.
Would make sense.
And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
Who's that then? The emotional distress. I am not ready. Shall we go then?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
It's the rousing off to adventure music. And in the early story, this is the time when it would cut back to a mysterious figure looking down across the assembled heroes and chuckling evilly to themselves. No, straight here then. Hello, veteran Radiance. The satrap and your fellows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Yes. Estinian, do you have things to say? They've upgraded the Vault's Guardians to contend with Void Sense, a task which was made easier by the surplus of broken units. One could argue that I did them a favour. You could argue this. An undersea vault guarded by alchemical sentries. Such a place would be an ideal proving ground for new creations. Like us, the alchemists have tremendous passion for their work. If we were to collaborate, I reckon we could achieve some great things. Good God, but the treasure's here. If I were a thief, I wouldn't notice a void gate if it came and bit me in the rear. You wouldn't be able to see it, Wedge. You're not tall enough. It's not only us cheering you on, but the alchemists of old too. You couldn't possibly fail. Well, I kind of hope we do, because that is a problem with succeeding at things like killing gods. We do still need to be fallible, because otherwise we just Mary Sue ourselves. I must say, I'm beginning to feel nervous. Atmos! From my research into cross-rift travel, this is a moment of truth. For all those who helped us come this far, let us pray we succeed. Ah, it's the mysterious Into the Void music.
I shall now lift the seal.
It's actually quite tall.
In the name of Azdaja III, I cast open this door unto the void.
Dramatic enunciation. I've actually forgotten how the Atmos was supposed to help us with this.
Go. Absorb the void gate.
Oh, it's going to eat it. I suppose that makes sense. Whoa. 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 Nom 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 nom. That's cool.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
It's not quite the Dark Portal, but to be fair, kind of looks cooler than the Dark Portal. Wow, fans frantically typing in the comments.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
Darkness.
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent.
Good times.
I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area.
I like the theme of this, the breaching into hostile territory, setting up a base of operations. There's only so much that they can do with this kind of
The
thing.
command of our mission, I leave in
I'm
your
really
capable
hoping it's an
hands.
area. I don't think it will be, but it would be really cool if it was.
I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Oh, we're going straight into the dungeon. I suppose that would make sense. Oh yeah, because Alphino's not here.
Heart, my friends.
And neither is...
We will
Louis
break
Andre.
this broken world and rescue my sister Azdaja.
I guess we're going straight into the dungeon. And this is the entrance. It's a really... I have always loved the Atomos as an enemy design. Yeah, the Fell Court of Troia. A new regular duty has been added to the Duty Finder and the Duty Support. I cannot remember which Final Fantasy it was that I first encountered the Atomos in. It was probably not Final Fantasy XI, but Final Fantasy XI is where I remember it from. It's almost certainly in other FF games, but yeah, it's. Can we? Is this an invisible wall? Yeah, it's always been one of my favourite void scent or equivalent in different games, demons or whatever. I guess then we're going into the dungeon. Let's small talk. True to our friend's words, the warding scales are eminently reinforced. We needn't fear corruption, even should we be wounded by void scent. First time in a reflection or no, I can't say I'm feeling nervous. Not after having journeyed to the edge of existence. No looking back. I shall keep my eyes ever forward and trust Raz's hand to be up to my people. I guess then. Enter the Fell Court of Troia with a party of NPCs. Register for duty. Ooh. Made me jump. I turned my vibration back on the controller after playing on the PS5 yesterday. Because it's quite good when you're mining, apparently. Do do do. So many stars. Voidy. I was really hoping that this would be an area. Of course, we will be able to explore mode this place. Right, hit me with some classic Soken dungeon beats, please. Okay, we're going Baroque. I keep doing that. Right. Now, you may remember that this is wibbly. Stay focused. Void scent could be everywhere. Oh, yes, I need to turn on... You won't be able to see it, but just in case I miss any of their dialogue, I've got the thingy box on. Wibbles? These are physically modelled things. These aren't textures that have just been... Whoa. Hi, fence. New enemy types. Can I have some thanking? Thank you, Vishan. What actually are these?
I will end this farce.
Make really weird noises. I've forgotten how to do this in a dungeon. It used...
Out of my way.
Almost every time I've played Reaper recently has been against a boss. So I can remember how to play it against bosses.
End this farce.
I seem to recall having this problem last time as well. I think I'll save that for the next pack.
I will end this farce.
Ooh, they've got new... in the patch notes, when it said the enemies in the world of darkness will have new on-death animations, that's what it'll be. Vacuity? The fact that everything's really wobbly is very cool. I was expecting an ambush in that room. Oh, these things. I like these enemy models. I have forgotten to debuff them. Oh yes, that does that, doesn't it? I forget. As I said, I've been leveling other things. Gatherers, mostly. Yeah, I like the classic demons! Is this Castle's Val? Oh, damn it. Remind yourself how to play Demajen. You go to Pandemonium later, so it's probably a good idea.
Out of my way.
Yeah, that, then that, then that. What's this? Oh. I knew that. Communio! I love the classic demon models.
I will end this farce.
They're very much a Final Fantasy XI thing for me. Yeah, so I assume that that new animation is how they die. Surprising amount of verticality. Ah. Don't know what I'm trying to clever thing. Where actually is Vashon? Oh, there he is. Nice. So far, really liking the atmosphere in this dungeon. The music has got a certain degree of weight to it.
I will end this farce.
You know, it reminds me of the World of Darkness, which makes sense. And I like the fact that there are, you know, some new enemy types. I mean, they're not particularly amazingly designed. It appears rats have wandered into my castle. Hello, Beatrice. Ooh. Okay. This looks like a different kind of fight. Surprisingly odd. Uh-oh. No. That's a lot of heads.
No mercy.
Like a lot of heads. And weirdly, this is the boss.
I will not hold back.
Okay, and now the actual boss? No? You don't get many ad. Oh.
I am of the first brood.
Yeah, there's not many ad bosses in FF14. So this is a welcome distraction. It's a novelty. Communio. No. Oh, yes, it's one of those. These have got bigger, haven't they?
I will end this farce.
Uh-oh.
You underestimate me! You're mine!
I will not hold back.
Yes. Oh, damn it. Not again. That was an interesting... Oh. Wow. Materia. Well then. Well then. That's rather pretty. This must be the castle proper. Not too shabby, says Estinian. Oh, there's a zone line there, and I didn't notice because I was looking at the others. Ooh. What is that? Hold on, that's us. That's us reflected. That's our scythe that's... What is going on? Hi, guys.
You forced my hand.
Take reaping. Slice it. Nope, don't stand in the AoE, Demajen. You've played this game for long enough.
I will not hold back.
Okay, so it's still... So I'm trying to look at the ceiling, not up my character's skirts. Which is surprisingly difficult to do in this outfit. Huh. Oh, interesting knights and a portrait. Trojan rider. Forgot to use my out of combat ability again. I had every intention, you know, of properly playing
I will end this farce.
a bit of Reaper before today. Didn't happen. You can blame Botanist for that. Botanist and Miner. That's a really nice portrait. I assume it's relevant to something. Treasure coffer. Casting bracelets. Huh. Portraits with things deliberately scoured away from them. Doesn't help that I've got a ring light shining in my eye here when I'm trying to look at these. Just at the wrong angle. That's a really interesting piece of artwork. That looks like a blue mage. That is the Voidark caster gear, isn't it? There we go. Soulso. Remembered to use. I guess we fight on the table. Bashan, your ability to grab aggro is not great.
I will end this farce.
It's so weird seeing Y'shtola as a healer. After so long.
You're mine!
But it's also quite nice not having to deal with Alphino. So, yeah, even though he's better arguably as a sage. Oh wow, that is just dark. These are all new assets, aren't they? And look how much detail has been put into, you know, the rumple carpets. Clearly... Oh, that's creepy. This is very kind of Dark Souls, isn't it? Oh, okay, you're going to charge in. I always feel like I'm not going to be able to line things up properly when it comes to my AoE on Reaper. That's why I always seem to faff around at the start of fights. It's because I'm wondering, are things going to be in range? It's probably nowhere near as small a range as I think it is. But...
I will end this farce.
I do like the fact that Y'shtola is still shouting this stuff even though she's playing as a healer. Got a very serpentine. And they're bowing towards, I assume this is Beatrice? Or another boss? Troian Choker of Healing. That'll get used. I've placed that in my armory chest. When did I get that? This is Beatrice. Huh. Knights and priests. I sense potent magics from her. Oh, this is the really cool whippy woman with the really funky Eye of Troia. I've lost where I'm in my rotation. Yes. Massively lost where I was in my rotation there. Oh.
I am of the first brood.
Yeah, okay.
No mercy.
Hush.
I will not hold back.
Oh.
You're mine!
I am of the first brood.
Yeah, it could do with some other voice lines there for Sean, to be honest. Okay. So that's AoE. Uh-huh. Oh no, doomed! Oh, they've been able to cleanse it. That's quite tight.
I will not hold back.
Probably should use my
I will
heals.
not hold back.
Void Shaker. I like the effect that it puts on the floor. Oh, she disappears. She's quick on her feet, if nothing else. She may still be a threat after her. Troian Sabatons offending? Ooh. Okay. We'll add those to our... Well done, Square Enix. You've actually remembered to set this as a proper chair. They could have just put it as set dressing, but no, they've remembered to actually set it as a chair. This is very Dark Souls, isn't it? That was an interesting boss fight. An awful lot of gaze attacks. Ooh. Ooh. Those are very cool looking flower designs. I think we should probably be able to hop over there, but you know. Oh good, spider enemies. Actually these... Are these the spider enemies that we're used to?
No mercy.
Ooh, spinny.
Away with you.
Yeah, making sure that I actually get them all into my AoE range is surprisingly challenging. But again, as I've said multiple times before, I am not a DPS player. Generally speaking, you know, I was a Dark Knight main since HEAVENSWARD for a reason. The only reason I'm not playing Dark Knight at the minute is just because I find Reaper really fun, even if I'm not very good at it. Troian Butler. I thought that said Bulker. Oh. What are those? Oh, weird. Weird wyvern-y type things. This is a really visually impressive dungeon. Cool music.
You underestimate me!
Out of my way!
I'm paying more attention to the surroundings than I am to the fights, to be honest. That's because I know that the NPCs are programmed to do enough damage if this takes too long, because I'm not paying attention. Quick arm materia 9. It'd be really cool if these were like meteors and they were constantly raining around, but the fact that they seem to be kind of falling, but oh, there's things flying past as well. The fact that they seem to be frozen. And what were these? They were in the Void Art raids, weren't they? At some point, I'm going to start using the correct abilities. Dark.
Out of my way!
I'm actually a little bit nervous about going into Pandemonium. Because I'm rusty. And I don't think Reaper is as massively overpowered as it was when I last went into an 8-man raid. 24 man, whatever. You know,
I will end this fight.
others will pick up the slack. Oh. Love the fact that they're just holes in the sky, aren't they? With ragged edges. Cool. What are you? Oh, they are going to bring friends with them.
This will hurt.
This will hurt.
Out of my way!
Communio! There's so much going on, I cannot see my character at all. I just have to hope that I'm hitting as many of the enemies as I can. So much stuff going on. Are you still alive, sir?
Out of my way!
Like that. Okay. Trapped in my own domain. Why is so much materia?
gate did open again, and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Blue lips. Same as the Reaper NPC. But I suppose nothing really dies here.
I am Scarmelione, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Four.
So Scarmelione is...
I will take in delivering you unto your grave.
He's a dungeon boss. Who's the trial? We should take a moment to appreciate the boss music. That's enough of me dancing. Okay, Scarmelione.
Your ether is mine!
Ba, ba, ba. Cursed Echo? Bleeding?
Breathe deep of your death!
Do those come down in sequence? They do come down in sequence. Stack of brain rocks. Ow. Oh, there's walls.
My blade thirsts for blood.
That's a cool looking attack. Oh, I know what this one's going to do.
All or nothing!
It's kind of a problem that I'm spending a little bit too much time paying attention to the music.
Protect me, my minion.
Oh. There? That gives a nice amount of panic. Scarmelione is doing something with power. Oh, I've screwed that up. I like this extra slightly jazzy bit.
All or nothing!
I give you a taste of true despair.
Good for you.
Stubborn mortals.
Stubborn mortals, that's us. Bum 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 bum.
Your love.
Do 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 do. I assume I'm safe there. Do do do. Oh, walls, 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 walls. Aha! I learn. Surprising everybody in the audience, I'm sure. It's far too far. Do 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 do.
Time to end this!
No, I will not be defeated by you!
If you just waited a Stinian, you could have had a damage buff for that.
Away with you!
I like this little kind of jazzy saxophone bit.
No mercy.
I will not hold back!
No mercy.
Ow. Oh dear.
This will hurt.
Ooh. We win. A small nod? Small nod. Well, that was an interesting excursion into the fell court of Troia. An interesting healing skirt. I really need to go and sell all of this stuff. You guys don't have anything to say. Oh, no, you do. That was a fearsome foe. Who was that void sent? Who was that masked man? Do they mean Beatrice? Or do they mean Scarmiglione? Leave duty. So is Beatrice the blue-lipped Reaper?
This Scarmiglione, he knew the gate had opened.
Mm-hmm.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
We know they do that, don't we? Didn't we get a load of stuff about Void Sent hierarchy in the Black Mage job quests? The early ones? Or was it the... It might even have been the Thaumaturge quests.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Hi, friends.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
Nah.
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
Shrug.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their
But we know
world,
quite a lot, don't
it would
we?
be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can, or don't overthink it. We'll improvise as we go along. I'm a cautious fellow.
Sage advice, my friend.
That's
It's
me.
reassuring.
Reaper
to have
advice.
one so experienced with us.
Yeah. To be fair, though, we've had a lot of dealing with Void Sense.
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that strut. Buried memory. Interesting that we get the patch title in a cutscene like that. It seems the minions are keeping their distance for now. Let's carry on. I never dreamed I would come this far. I can't thank you all enough for your cooperation. So we get... Didn't I speculate that we'd be able to use this as a zone? You look tastier every time you walk by, but I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Something tells me we're going to come and talk to these people anyway. But yeah, didn't I say that this would end up being a zone as well as a dungeon? Didn't I speculate that in one of the videos? I don't remember which one it was. Clearly a zone, because we can mount up here. Which is kind of odd, actually. I think this is the first time they've done this. I suppose this is kind of like the Explorer mode. This castle should serve as a base of operations for now. If we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what there is to learn here. I mean, it would be a shame. From this point onward, you will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troia Castle, you may return here via Weaver's Warding. Additionally, you may now enter the Fell Court of Troia with a party of NPC avatars, trust, yada yada. Wherever I turn, there's darkness as far as I can perceive. The only source of light here is ourselves. The opposite was true in the first. It seems the minions are content to gawp for now. Let's carry on. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.